Guys, welcome back to Medical Coding with Blue. It's Monday, and we all know what that is. Answer Monday and Countdown Monday, because this time I made sure that I got the countdown days. So if you're new to my channel, I am counting down the days till the AHIMA 2019 conference that is going to be held September 14th. It starts pre-convention, and that is 103 days from today. And Sunday, when everybody comes in and the whole thing starts getting kicked off, September 15th, it is 104 days from today. Okay? So we're going to talk about the answers from Quiz Friday. And guys, I want this to be clear. The reason that I do this is because I'm an experienced coder that likes to share what I know. And this is not sanctioned or anything like that. So this is just me, just kind of talking about my experience and hopefully helping somebody that is maybe new to the field or maybe a student to learn how to look these diagnoses up. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I will include my email address along with the answers down in the description box below. So if you have any questions, you can always feel free to email me. And keep in mind, tomorrow is Q&A Tuesday, so there's still time for questions if you have any questions. So please let me know. Okay, so let's get started. Number 1 was Hourglass Stomach, and I picked it because, well, it sounds like a fascinating diagnosis. And according to my research, it is, because it is a deformity of the stomach in which the waist is constricted by fibrosis caused by chronic peptic ulcer, producing an upper and lower cavity, and then separated by a narrow channel, hence the hourglass stomach. So I did some research because I didn't even know that diagnosis existed. So the answer that I got is K31.89. Okay? So that was number 1. One other thing, this can also be a congenital condition, okay? So if it is not specified as congenital or acquired, then you're going to go with the acquired, because you never want to assume that something is congenital, okay? Not unless it's documented as such, all right? Number 2, PTSD and Nightmares. I got F43.10 only. Okay, and why? Because nightmares is a symptom of PTSD. So if you do a simple search on PTSD and what the symptoms are, it'll tell you specifically that insomnia and nightmares are symptoms of PTSD. That is something that the patient can suffer from. Okay, so in the outpatient setting, you're not going to code symptoms of a definitive diagnosis. Okay, number 3 is... this one was a big one, okay? So it was diabetes type 2 with CKD stage 5 with hypertension with end-stage chronic systolic heart failure on insulin. So I got, drum roll, right? E11.22, I13.2, N18.5, I50.84, I50.22, and Z79.4. Now, I have always stressed that this is very important when it comes to when you're learning to do medical coding, to try to work on the ones like CKD, diabetes, hypertension, things like that. You really want to concentrate and get sharp when you're learning to look up those codes, especially because those are like some of the major combination codes. So you want to make sure that you're always paying attention to those. Okay. Number 4 is cubital tunnel right and cubital tunnel left. I got G56.23, the bilateral code for cubital tunnel. Okay, so even though the provider may list it out separately, you want to make sure that you're using the bilateral code if there is a bilateral code. Okay, number 5 is hallux rigidus left and hallux rigidus right. I got M20.22 and M20.21. Now, when they're listed out separately like that and there is no bilateral code, you're going to use the individual codes, left and right, okay? So And then number 6. So this is the one with the procedure on it, okay? So it was a bimalleolar fracture. I love that word, bimalleolar. A bimalleolar fracture of the right lower leg initial, in which I think I forgot to mention that in the last video. I may have. If not, it was the other one, so my bad. After stepping on a Lego, close reduction with manipulation. The diagnosis I got was S82.841A for the fracture. W18.31XA is a fall from stepping on an object. And the procedure that I got was 27810 with a modifier RT for right. Okay. All right. So, next one, number 7. Chronic recurrent moderate depression current episode. I got F33.1. So, when you're looking at any kind of mental diagnosis, all the words that are being used, you have to pay attention to. So when it says like current episode, there is a specific entry for a current episode. So be sure to keep that in mind when you're reading an encounter. Okay. Number 8 is paranoid schizophrenia, F20.0. And number 9 is patient with convulsions, diagnosed with generalized epilepsy with Todd's paralysis. I got G40.409 and G83.84 for the Todd's paralysis. Now, why didn't I pick up convulsions? Because that's essentially what epilepsy you have is convulsions. So you would never pick up convulsions and epilepsy at the same time in the outpatient setting. Okay, because that is a symptom. All right. And number 10, the last one, says right distal supracondylar femoral fracture initial. Patient was in an MVA head-on collision with another car with closed treatment and with manipulation. I got S72.451A for the fracture, V43.52XA for the motor vehicle accident, and 27503 right for the close treatment with manipulation. Okay, so that was it. How was that? Did you guys enjoy doing the procedures? Because I'm going to do, obviously on quiz Friday, I'm gonna step it up and I'm gonna do a little bit more, some other ones different, but still gonna stick with doing the diagnoses, seeing what's what with the diagnoses. So I always want to try to keep you guys on your toes there. Like I said, I'm just sharing my knowledge. So, and of course, these are my views, and they don't reflect any association views. So just saying. Like I said, if you guys have any more questions for Q&A Tuesday, let me know. And if you're new to my channel, I hope that you'll go through my videos and see if you have questions and see if any of the videos will help answer any of those questions. I try to make sure that I keep the title, in keeping with what's going on in that video. So, because I've been getting so many emails lately about how did I get started and what can somebody do to find their own path in medical coding. So be sure to check out my videos. I will try to link some of the ones that I've done before on this video too. So if you're watching, this way you can just click on it and it's all good. So I hope you all had a great weekend, and I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you tomorrow for Q&A Tuesday. Have a great day, everybody. Oh, and if you are a medical coder, a medical coding student, somebody curious about the fascinating world of medical coding, a provider or a nurse, I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel so that way you can follow me on my journey and adventure in medical coding. All right, well, y'all have a great evening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.